What's up, y'all? So I'm in here messing around trying to do some stuff, but um, something that came over me. I had got a visual, so I wanted to go in here and speak because whenever I get a download, I know that I'm supposed to speak up on it. And this download that I pulled, right, or no, I didn't pull it. It came to me rather. This download that I got here, is about guns being used the wrong way. Now, a lot of y'all that's been rocking with me for a long time, y'all know I get on here and I talk about, these crimes that I seen on 48 hours or whatever, YouTube or whatever, and I always share these things with y'all about, how, the wife discovered something about her husband that he didn't like and he took her out or whatever, or vice versa. Something happened where some type of something um, came to the forefront and somebody had to go because they were scared that somebody was going to embarrass them, or um, people were going to find out about them, which I think is stupid because, you know, if you just go on, maybe a few people will find out about you. Maybe your state will find out about you. But with the internet going on, I guess everybody could find out about you. But then if you take someone's life, then, now the judge going to find out about you. Now the lawyer's going to find out about you. Now the prosecutor's going to find out about you. Everybody, you going worldwide with this one. And I want to talk about how these guns are being used the wrong way. I want to bring this to y'all's attention. I want y'all to peep this scenario. This happens in every scenario, in every story that I've been talking about for the last 4 or 5 or 6 years, however long I've been on here. But if you notice, right, well, let me go back to what I've noticed and then let you notice this. By me being a daddy's girl, I kind of know which way things are going because I was always up under my father. So I told you my father kept a cotton candy pearl handle 38 pistol up in the cabinets or whatever, something that I can get to, something that I couldn't reach, And being up under my father, when my mother would go out and play bingo, or when she would go out and play cards, and when she was out, enjoying the good life. Being with my father, I would always stay home and stay up under my father, and we would watch all these Western movies, or we would watch all these black and white movies, and all these type of movies, or whatever. So I know how guns are supposed to be used. And from the household that I was living in, or his friends, or anybody else that he knew, to the movies that we watched on TV, if you owned a pistol, a sweet piece of steel, a sweet piece of iron, if you owned it, it was never for anyone in the house. It was always for the perpetrator. It was always for the thief. It was always for the onlooker. It was always for the crook. You heard some noise or something, somebody messing with your windows, or somebody trying to mess with your doors or something, or somebody coming through, you got up and grabbed that thing to protect your family, to protect your household, to protect your children, to protect your dog, to protect whatever it was worth. You got up to take care of that type of business. If any bullets was getting unloaded, they was getting unloaded on somebody that was trying to come through that door. But now, that's not what's going on here with these guns, with these pistols, and with these rifles. What's going on is people get very mad or get very offended, once they get found out or something doesn't go their way. And they go to the safe box. They go, to the cabinet where father and his 38 Pro pistol, I told y'all before, he said that it reminded him of me. It was his baby. It was just like I was his baby. He said his pistol reminded him of me. I love that. And now all of a sudden the wife is becoming the perpetrator, the intruder, the crook, the thief. Nowadays the husband is becoming the perpetrator, the crook, the thief, And when people get mad, they're going to the safe box and they're going to the cabinet and they're pulling this out on their loved ones. And I just wanted y'all to see this because they are being used the wrong way. So with this being said, I'm going to encourage y'all, like, before y'all get with anybody, before y'all marry anybody, before you allow people to stay in your homes overnight, do a good assessment on their mental state. A lot of people don't think this means anything, but I'm starting to figure out as the days go by and the older that I get, that this really means something. People can look up to par. They can look good. They can have the nice beard and the thick eyebrows. They can have the curvy shapes and the flat stomachs and the good jobs. They can have all of this. But they mental could be messed up. They mental could be thrown off. And when they get mad, if they get to a certain level where they top off, then they can go reach up in that cabinet and pull out that Cotton Candy Pearl 38 handle, or they can go pull out that 45. If you discover something that he doesn't want you to know, or, she feels like she's fairly being untreated to the point where it's over and it's dead and it's no more, people will start reaching in those safe boxes and in those cabinets, and all of a sudden you become the enemy, you become the op, you become blasted, and you go. So from here on out, how long does it take to check somebody's mental state? I don't know really, because you could live with somebody and don't even know them. And that's what's been happening. A lot of people have been living with people and didn't even know them. And which brings me to this. I never watch movies, but I said I'm going to start watching movies. Maybe I might buy Netflix or something, because a lot of these movies, even though they're fictional, a lot of these movies are based off of true stories that have happened to other people. Just to look at it, because whenever I watch it, I'm never watching the movie. I'm watching what's actually happening, in ways I can protect myself, in ways I can guard myself, and things that might got past me that I didn't see coming. So I said I'm gonna start watching some of these movies, because these movies are a true story, even though they're fictional, but they're based off of true stories. A lot of them are. Sleeping with the Enemy, The Devil Wears Prada. All of these things are real things. Every movie that I've ever heard about coming out, or every movie that I've pretty much seen, I really can identify it to a story that I read, or that I read to y'all, or told y'all what was going on. People being stalked, I can identify with this, even all the way down to Freddy Krueger and Michael Myers. If you think that's fake, I'm here to tell you it's not. It's spiritual warfare. It's Freddy, you see what I'm saying, in the spiritual realm. It's Michael Myers in the spiritual realm. It's demons. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm not confused. Even down to the cartoons, with the Simpsons predicting things that end up coming to pass. Like, I'm not confused. Even with I Dream of Jeannie, I can do a lot myself in the supernatural realm. I can do a lot of I Dream of Jeannie. So I know that these things are true. These movies that you are watching. So yeah, I just want y'all to see this scenario that I see about these guns being used the wrong way. And I hope you pay attention to this. And I hope you have enough sense to, even though something looks good, that doesn't mean it's good all the time. I hope you have enough patience. And patience is also what I'm working on too. I hope you have enough patience to evaluate somebody's mental state. Watch the small things, how they react to a small thing. If they react to a small thing big, then that means big things are coming. If they sweat the technique, then we in trouble. So yeah, I just want to share that with y'all, share that with somebody, to start evaluating people's mental states, because I'm to the point where I told y'all I had an incident happen with me where somebody that I share the same blood with was hovering all up over me, and I was asleep, and woke me up to blowing my head off. I didn't even know what I had done. I didn't even know what had happened. And I told y'all, prior to that, before that happened, on Facebook, I had saw this gay couple where this guy was a sensation. He was a hit sensation. He was a creator. He was a content creator like me myself. And he was gay, and he had a lover, and the lover was jealous of him, even though he included the lover in all the videos, even though he did everything with the lover. He tried to give it praise and compliments to the lover and make the lover feel appreciated and wanted. Tried to even make him feel like the star. But the lover didn't want that. The lover wanted his spot. That man was in his bed peacefully sleeping with a smile on his face, and his boyfriend came in there and put a bag over his head and suffocated him. And this was a big old strong bison ass man. And the boyfriend was a little ant or something. But, you know, when you sleep and you off guard, people can do whatever they want to do to you. So I'm damn near scared now from what happened to me to even get sleep around somebody. You don't know what people will do to you while you sleeping. You sitting here sleeping with a smile on your face, and somebody can't stand that, and they'll come wipe you out. So from here on out, if you haven't been checking people's mental states, I want y'all to start checking people's mental states before you let them get anywhere up on you, because you don't know what people would do to you. I've seen people and read stories and saw movies where people have been married to somebody for 25 and 30 years. And when they got tired of them, because the tradition they was brought up in, it was a shame. It was disgraceful to divorce their wife. But they wanted to live a new life. So what they did, they faked some type of something where they did something to their wife with the pregnant and baby and all. They wanted somebody new and a hot young thing. They didn't have no baby. They wanted to start over. They had found love all over again. And they killed their wives because they didn't want to disappoint their family. But see, you see what happens when you don't allow people to be themselves. And you see what happens when you hold people to a certain high standard, and people don't want to disappoint you. People don't want to be written out of the will. People don't want to get, to the point where they disgrace and they embarrassing the family because, they line of family don't operate or don't roll like this. When you put high standards on people, they're going to find a way to get around them where it doesn't look like them. But in the end, it's going to be them because they're the one that done it. I just want y'all to start checking out people's mental states, because you don't know what can happen when you unconscious, when you having a good dream, when you sleeping good. You don't know who you laying with. Sleeping with the enemy, you really don't know who you sleeping with. That's why I'm in here sleeping alone, because I thank God when I look back, a lot of people that I was kicking it with, I slept in front of them. Thank God did nothing happen to me, but it's happening to other people. You know, I don't know. Just check out people's mental states. That's all I can tell you before you move them in and before you allow a gun to be in your home. If you know where the gun is and that's only you know, that's one thing. But if they accelerate past 10, they're going to go reaching in that safe box. They're going to go reaching in that cabinet. They're going to go reaching in that money drawer, wherever you have this thing, and you are the crook. You invaded their space. But the funny thing about it is, they invaded their space. When they stepped to you, they knew they didn't mean you no good. They knew their intentions wasn't right. When they saw you, that wasn't nothing but a plan to see through. You was some type of beard, some type of cover up for somebody. And when you uncovered what they was trying to cover up in the position you played, you had to get the hell on, didn't you? Yeah. I'm with all the smoke. I'm rolling in with it. I love you.